You won't get your delivery if, well, let's discuss those details in the video, so let's get right into it. However, really quickly before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as I am your one and only daily advocate, and I am very much dedicated to you and this community to continue doing all the research each and every day, breaking all that information down into these short videos, which I deliver a couple times throughout the day so you can stay updated with what is actually going on right now, as things are getting really tight. Money is tight for a lot of people right now, and we want to know what is actually going on with all of these announcements out of the administration, the president, lawmakers, Congress, and what Congress is currently working on in regards to all these packages, proposals, new bills, pieces of legislation, reform to these very important programs, as well as anything pertaining to money, benefits, programs, checks, stimulus, raises to benefits, or anything else Congress may be working on right now that we can possibly get our hands on. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. And please remember, I am here for you in any way that I possibly can be. That is my commitment and my dedication to you and this community. And of course, I'm sticking to it. All right, thanks again. Subscribe down below and let's get into it and discuss all the details you need to know and why you may not be getting a delivery, but again, I want to get that delivery to you as quickly as possible. So let's get into it. First off, let me ask you this much. Do you want a delivery? I mean, let's be real with ourselves. Who doesn't enjoy a delivery of some kind, whatever it happens to be, right? I think all of us at this point are probably really enjoying getting a delivery, especially if something arrives at your door or if something arrives in your mailbox or in your bank account. I think all of us are just pretty excited to get something these days because realistically, it seems that all of that ever happens these days is just take. I mean, seriously, every time you turn around and you want to go buy something, all they want is more money. Every single time it's, hey, give me a little more, right? Every single time. So even right now, if you were able to get something and get a delivery made to you, it'd certainly be pretty nice, right? Well, I think many of you here in the community that have been around for a while, you probably know about this already, but yes, I am talking about the Amazon project that we implemented here a couple months ago on the channel. It's going well. It's all alive and well. Things are going really great here. However, I do want to point out a few things because these numbers continue to be a little bit surprising to me, and I want to point this out because I'm doing my best here to help as many of you here in the community, but I can honestly only do so much, right? All right, so I do want to point out a few different things for you in this community so that we can all be as efficient as possible and I can help as many of you as I possibly can. Which, by the way, I still believe that there's going to be something really big coming out of this. And again, I can talk about that in a separate video, but I just have this great feeling inside of me that what we're doing here on this channel, and again, what I'm doing to help out all of you here as well, and what we're doing with this project is ultimately going to turn into something really great and really big at some point here, probably before too long. I'm super excited about it, and ultimately, like I said, with all of you here in this community, I think it's all going to pay pretty nice dividends at some point for everybody here. But again, we'll have to continue on here, just kind of remain on schedule, continue to move forward with this whole thing. And ultimately, I do think this is going to transform into something really cool here. Okay. So anyway, let's continue on with this. So a few things that I want to point out for you. All right. So number one, and again, I want to say this much as well. Yes, I have mentioned this in previous videos, but I want to point this out again just in case you didn't catch my other messages or whatever it happens to be. I just want to make sure that I'm reaching as many of you as I possibly can because here's the thing. You know, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of information circling around, and whatever it takes, I just want to help you out in this community. That's my dedication, and ultimately, I want to help you out in any way that I can. So let me throw a few things out there. So as I mentioned, in previous videos, I've been asking you to leave your lists down below, and then I was going to reach out to people as I choose names randomly with the random comment generator and asking you to basically connect with me, and then we can get you the things that you need. However, the statistics are still showing that about 40 to 50%, 50% honestly is still pretty generous. It's more like 40 to 45% of the people that I reach out to are actually responding when I send out messages. And even realistically, 40% sometimes is even pretty generous. It kind of depends on the day. It's actually kind of interesting because I send out messages nearly every single day of the week. 4, 5, 6 days a week, I'm sending out messages, and this is kind of what we're doing. However, Like I said, maybe 50% of the people, and again, I think that's even a very generous number. It's usually more around 40% or so, even less in some instances, maybe a little bit more. But again, it's around that 40% range of the people that I reach out to are actually responding to the messages and reaching out to me. So again, I want to make it very clear. I want to do what I can to help you, but again, I can only do so much, right? If I reach out to try to get in contact with somebody and they never respond, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do, right? So again, please continue watching your messages because I'm sending out all these messages trying to connect with people and get you the items that you've asked for because that's what you've found for your personal situation that you need right now. And again, doing what I can to grab those items and get those out to you. So that's number one that I want to point out for you as well is watch your messages, right? And again, sometimes, maybe you don't know how to do that, and that's okay. So let's just say, for example, if you leave a comment on a video, like this video, for example, let's just say that you leave a comment. Watch for any types of responses to that comment that you left. You're usually going to get some kind of notifications on that. If you see that there's notifications, you might want to check it out just to see who replied. Was it me? Was it somebody else? You know what's going on there. So check your notifications and make sure that you're paying attention to that just in the event that your name is drawn, which by the way, like I said, I'm choosing between 30 and 60 names every single day. Depends on the day, depends on where we're currently sitting. If we're really backed up with orders, I'll do less names. If we're kind of free sailing and we got a lot of space to go, I'll choose a lot more names than that, usually more around like the 60 range. So that's usually generally where I'm at just about every day is between 30 and 60 names every single day. And I may be getting, again, on a daily basis, probably on a daily basis, anywhere between maybe like 12 to like 25 or 30 people a day responding. Okay, so even on those messages that I'm saying, like I said, we got to do what I can to get you this information and these items that you've asked for. All right, so that's number one. Next, I want to point this out as well. When you send out messages, so let's just say that we connect, when you send me your address, and again, please do not leave your address down below in the comment section. Don't do that. It doesn't need to be out in the public domain. It doesn't need to be down in the comment section. So please do not leave your address down there. However, when we do connect, please double check your address to make sure that everything looks good. I'm not saying that you don't know your address. Obviously, you know your address, but I don't know your address. And obviously, the only reason that I would need to know that is to make sure that we get the items to you and to where you actually want it to go. That's the only reason why. But other than that, I don't know your address. So whatever you send me, I would anticipate is probably correct, right? So as a result of that, over the course of the last couple months here, we've had a handful of different items that have not been delivered for some unknown reason. Not really sure why. I just get a notification that says, your order wasn't able to be submitted. For some reason, it wasn't able to be delivered. It's being held at this facility, and you can pick it up. And it's like, well, I don't know what to do now, you know what I mean? So I try to reach out to the people, and it's really difficult to get in contact, and then it's this whole mess where we're trying to get stuff picked up and things like this. So just double check your address. And again, I'm not saying that you don't know it. Obviously, you know your address. I'm just saying, just so that we can make it a little bit easier and make sure that we can get as much of this stuff delivered as possible, please double check your address before you send it over. Next, I want to throw this out there as well, and I do know that the vast majority of you are very aware of this, but let me just mention it anyway. Watch out for the people down in the comments section impersonating me, pretending to be me, and sending out messages asking you to call, text, message, or chat them. It's not me, okay? So I know I've talked about this before, but again, I want to make sure that all of you are staying protected in this community. So here's how you can do it. If you see a response that you think might be me, look behind the name. There will be a check mark. The check mark behind the name means I'm the real deal. I'm the verified person with YouTube. I've gone through the verification process where YouTube has verified that, yes, it's me, the real deal. I am verified with YouTube. So not everybody gets to do that. You have to be a certain size, as in the channel needs to be a certain size before you can be verified. And that's where I'm at, okay? So we are verified, and just means that, yes, I have confirmed with YouTube that we are the real deal. So make sure you watch for that check mark behind the name. Also, if you want to double check it as well, you can simply click on the name. So again, let's just say that you receive a response and you're wondering, is this Matt or is it not? You can simply click on the name. If it brings you to this channel with basically almost 3,000 videos and a couple, like almost 400,000 subscribers, then yeah, you can probably anticipate, yep, it sure is him, right? But if it brings you to a channel that has 0 videos and 0 subscribers, it's not me, okay? So please be very aware of that. And by the way, I will never, ever, ever give you a phone number down in the comment section. All right, so now that we have that covered, let me throw this out there as well. leave your lists. Now, again, you don't need to get tons of detailed lists down below in the comment section. However, when I do reach out to you, I will ask you to give me a very detailed list because I want to get you exactly what you're looking for. However, down in the comment section, just give me a really brief list. Every so often, I do pull up the random comment generator, and it does pull out a name that says something like, "Thank you, love the video," or something like that. And I don't really know, like, should I reach out to that person and be like, "Hey, your name was drawn. Do you want some stuff or not?" You know what I mean? So I never really know what to do with those comments. I'm not sure if the person is like excited about the video and just thought it was great and enjoyed it and doesn't really want anything, or if that's just their way of like, not really, is kind of like asking but not necessarily asking at the same time. You know what I mean? So if you can leave just a really small kind of just really brief list in the comment section when you leave a message, it'll make it a lot easier for me to understand, okay, this is what the person wants, here's what they're looking for, great, let's help them out. And don't get me wrong, the nice messages down below saying, "Thanks, I love the video," that's always nice as well too. But I guess I'm always just wondering, like, what do I do? Do I just reach out and be like, "Hey, your name was drawn. Do you want me to send you a bunch of stuff, or what do you what do you want here?" Right? So I'm never really sure what to do with those messages. Now, I typically do reach out to the person, and I would say it's almost rare that I hear back on those ones. So maybe it's just a way that the person reaches out and just kind of thanks me for the video. Not really sure, but again, if you do need things, make sure just to leave a little brief list down below. But other than that, that's about all you need to know. Other than that, the program is going very, very well here. Very successful. It's been a huge, huge project so far. It's been a lot of fun. And again, as I've mentioned in other videos, I want to continue ramping this up between now and the end of the year. I want to keep ratcheting this up a little bit more, a little bit more, and a little bit more every single month. By the time we get to the holiday season toward the end of the year, it's probably going to be pretty fun. I just want to say that much. So do me a huge favor. Go back and check out some of the other videos here on the channel. Watch the other videos here on the channel. There's almost 3,000 videos. I'm pretty sure you can find something that'll be interesting, right? Go back and watch a few of the other videos here on the channel. Also, share some of the other videos here on the channel with your friends, family, social media. Go back and check out the last couple videos where I posted here talking about this program as well and sharing the pictures of those people and the items that they've received. A lot of pictures flowing in, so I like to share those with you just so you can see the things that people are receiving and the really nice messages that people are leaving as well. So again, to those of you leaving those nice messages and sending out the pictures, hey, huge shout out. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I love having those pictures come in and things like that. My wife, Corey, looks at the pictures and she's like, "Oh, this is a nice one. It came with a note, or, it has the picture, or it has all the items displayed, things like this." So it's just really nice. We just want to do what we can. And that's the only thing that I ask of you in exchange for the things that we're sending out, is simply subscribe to the channel, watch the videos here on the channel, go back and watch some of them, share them with your friends, family, social media, and send me a picture if you get some stuff. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. Anyway, hope you're having a nice day. Hope this offers a little bit more clarity on what's going on here and how you can make sure to get your delivery. And if we don't follow these steps, it may not come. So anyway, I want to do what I can to get as much as I can to all of you right here in the community. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe down below, share the video, and go back and check out the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later.